Welcome to the University of Texas Pan American. I'm Kirk Teagarden.
I'm Giselle Odo.
And I'm Leilani De Leon.
Today we are going to take you on a journey to discover small rural businesses in our South Texas communities.
We will be speaking with rural entrepreneurs to learn how they operate their business and what makes them unique.
Then we are going to work with our professors to analyze issues rural entrepreneurs face and how they can use technology to promote their business.
Come join us.
Grace Heritage Ranch is located within the city of Santa Monica, along the historic Old Alice Road. Kirk and Leilani will be visiting Grace Heritage Ranch. The ranch is owned and operated by the Schalk family, offers tourists the opportunity to see a different way of living. Visitors gain hands-on experience with several kinds of animals and will create memories from milking goats, spinning yarn, and seeing bees up close. To arrive at Grace Heritage Ranch, you begin by traveling north on Expressway 281, then take FM 490 exit. Continue on to FM 490 for 25 miles until reaching Highway 77. Travel for another 8 miles on 490 past Highway 77. Turn right, heading south on FM 1420 for about 6 miles. Head straight onto County Road 1650 for 1.5 miles. Grace Heritage Ranch will be on your right.
Today we are here with Mary and Brian Schalk, the owners of Grace Heritage Ranch. So how did you get started?
We moved out here about 3.5 years ago, and our thought was to help sustain our family and living off of the land type of a lifestyle. And as we were starting to put those practices into our way of living, we realized that as friends came out here, they were asking us, well, how do you do this? How do you do that? And we thought, well, let's teach them, and maybe other people would be interested in learning this also. So as time went on, we thought, well, maybe we should open up to the public and help teach other people some of the things we do and the practices that we put into our lifestyle out here.
Can you tell us a little bit about the history around here?
Oh, Willacy County is rich in history, but the road that we live on is Old Alice Road, which used to be a stagecoach route. It was also used during the Civil War for the South to get cotton down and out of the country into Mexico and bring in finances for the war.
Right, the stagecoach went all the way from Brownsville to San Antonio, through, of course, a town called Alice, which is where the road gets its name, Old Alice Road. And part way down if you continue this way, south, there's the Arroyo, Colorado. And there was a ferry built at there one time to have the stagecoach be able to cross the water area.
And the name Grace Heritage Ranch, how did you come up with that name?
The name comes from a couple reasons. Grace, for two reasons. One, the Christian concept of God's grace and His love towards us, even at times when we're acting the way we shouldn't act, and His grace towards us. And also, God's grace was the name of our first donkey that we got kind of as a donkey rescue type situation. And she passed away from cancer a couple years ago, but it's also in thoughts of her too. And the heritage comes from, heritage is a breed of animals, and those are the types of animals that we have out here. They're called heritage breed animals. They're an older type breed.
I say that heritage is something that we've gleaned from the past, we're maintaining in the present and passing on for future generations.
What made you decide to pursue this lifestyle?
It was more for the family than anything else. We wanted to have our kids outside. We wanted them working hard. We wanted them learning to enjoy things and doing hard work and where their food came from and to appreciate the work that goes into producing it. And so bringing them out here gave them an opportunity to choose what they like to do, what they love, and just follow it with everything they've got.
Right, and we want it to be educational and fun at the same time. So while they will have a fun time out here and people do enjoy what they see and are able to interact with, we also throw in some education and history. That's the overall goal, is for education and making the education fun.
So you mentioned animals. What kind of animals do you have?
Okay, we have cattle. The breed is called American Milking Devon. They're a heritage breed that actually came to the United States in 1623 with the Pilgrims. We have donkeys. We have a couple different breeds of goats, some that are also a rare breed. We have turkeys and chickens and geese. We have potbelly pigs and honeybees. One of the breeds of goats that we have out here are the San Clemente Island goats. They're a very rare breed. There's only about 600 of them remaining worldwide. Worldwide means in the US and a couple up in Canada. And we have one lineage of that breed. We're actually the only ones that have that lineage. And a zoo up in Illinois heard about it, in Bloomington, Illinois. And so shortly here, they were waiting for us to have a baby buckling born. And we just had some born 2 weeks ago. And so we're going to be trading one of those new babies with one of their goats up there.
Well, part of it is to keep the genetics going in that bloodline. There's only 9 goats left of the Edinburg bloodline. So part of it is to keep that bloodline going. The other part of it is to expand so that not all of the Edinburg goats are right here. If something were to happen, there will still be some Edinburg goats left. So the zoo is going to try to start working on that bloodline also.
And with the education, they get an opportunity to do a lot of things out here too. They get an opportunity to feed the animals, see what they eat, feel their tongues coming out, especially from the cattle and their long tongues and eating. They get the opportunity to milk a goat, which many people might not have that opportunity otherwise. And also to spin some fibers into yarn and to card some cotton and interact with the honeybees up close and see them up close.
Do you plan to expand into other kinds of animals besides cows, pigs, goats? Maybe bring in some exotic animals?
Good question. We do. We plan on getting some sheep.
They're a heritage breed of sheep. Our son and daughter like to use the fibers. They like to spin them, they like to knit, so they work with the fibers. There's a heritage breed of sheep called the Jacob sheep that they're interested in bringing out here. They have polycrete. They are polycrete. It means they have many horns, and they can have up to 6 sets, or 6 horns, 3 sets. So they're interested in those. We've also looked at the original heritage animal, an American bison, and so that is something else that we've looked at bringing out here.
When we return, Mary and Brian Schalk will discuss what customers can expect during a tour at Grace Heritage Ranch. Welcome back. We continue discussing Grace Heritage Ranch with Brian and Mary Schalk. So here at the tours, is it safe for children and adults to interact with the animals?
Yes, it is. Every animal that we interact with and see and have the opportunity to feed, they can be fed on the other side of the fence. So the humans will be on one side and the animals will be on the other. But we also give them the opportunity to be in with the goats if they want to be there. And that is also safe with them. You know, we're in there with the children, with the parents, with the adults that are out here. And so part of the tour, they will have the opportunity to be in with the animals, just the goats, and the rest of it is definitely safe because they'll be on the other side of the fence.
Winter Texans have come out a lot. We have had a school group come out, hoping to have more children come out. I think that families would enjoy it the most. It's something that they can do with their kids, and I like that. And back to your question about the safety of the animals that we let them interact with are animals that we've raised, and we handle all our animals so that they are friendly, so they understand movements of people. They're not afraid, and they get along. And so it's a good, hopefully a positive interaction with the animals. Because we've had a lot of people come out and they've had negative experiences, and so it's good to have some positive interaction with them.
Right, the people have told us that they're afraid of turkeys and they're afraid of geese and afraid of these other animals that they've been raised with. And so those negative experiences can turn to positive experiences when they come out here.
How long do these tours usually last? Like, how long are they?
Sure, the tours last, we try to keep them to 2 hours because some people just have a hard time walking or being out for that long. They usually last about 2.5 hours by the time we're done, and we go through a lot of questions. We have them on Saturdays right now. Saturdays there's a tour at 10 o'clock and then another tour at 2 o'clock.
We open during the week for private tours. Just call and set up an appointment.
Right, for groups of 12 or more. We'll open up then, and people can come out for that.
So what kind of paid advertisements have you done? Either through Facebook, flyers, magazines? What kinds have you done?
We're just barely starting to get advertising. We've graciously had some newspapers run articles for us. We've had some magazines run a couple articles. And then we've done just a simple rack cards that get put into display areas. We are out from the main city, of course, and the internet is provided by Valley Telephone, and they're in Raymondville. Because of that, of course, that's how we have our Facebook page out there. It's facebook.com/visitghr, and also we have, of course, an internet site also, and that is graceheritageranch.com. So the internet makes all that possible.
Do you use Facebook a lot?
We do. We actually post some of the things that we're doing out here. Sometimes it's serious stuff and give teaching on things. Other times it's just things for fun, just to enjoy and have a laugh every now and then, of course.
Would you say the internet has helped your business since you're fairly new and getting started? It's helped people?
Sure, it's definitely helped, not only because of our Facebook page and our website, and then the advertising that we do brings people to those to learn more information about what we have, but of course it also helps us with our own research and researching the animals and finding who might have some of the heritage breeds and how we can and where we can get them from.
So technology-wise, what do you think has been the best means of advertisement for you?
Okay, I think Facebook has. We've grown to a lot of likes, I think, in a short period of time, and we enjoy interacting with the people on there too, and posting things about what we're doing, seeing their comments, commenting back to them, of course, and that's probably helped us a lot.
Do you post videos, anything like that?
We do. We do post videos. Recently one of our video cameras broke, so we haven't posted as many recently, but we have been putting videos on there of the things we do also. Right, and we also have a YouTube channel where the same videos that we put on Facebook we put onto YouTube, and the YouTube channel is Grace Heritage Ranch, and the videos will be anything from just things that we're doing out here, handling the animals, sometimes showing how to tattoo a goat maybe for identification purposes. Some of the videos have also been with our bees. We do bee removals, my son and I, and so we've shown people how we remove bees from walls and then get them into hives and transport them back out here in their new home at Grace Heritage Ranch.
Yeah, from simple things that we do, we have the mushroom video on there, dropping its spores, and videos of eggs hatching. We haven't gotten a birth yet, but we have the eggs hatching.
It'll happen soon enough.
Yes, right.
Going back to the Facebook, is that builds up relationships with people, and they want to come out, and they seem more willing to take the drive to come out and see us because they know us already.
Definitely. We've had people from South Padre Island. We've had people come out here from McAllen, and you know, some of those people are winter Texans, some of them are locals, and so we have a mixture of people and have a real good time with them.
What do you want people to take away from their experience here at Grace Heritage?
Hopefully they've had a lot of fun while they're here, that they've enjoyed it, that they've gained an appreciation for the things from the past. I'm a history buff, and there's so many things that we can learn from the past, and to be a part of helping those heritage animals to be remembered and hopefully sustained and that they would get an appreciation for that. Maybe even be inspired to go ahead and try some of the things that they've learned on their own. There's so many things that have so much value to us, and we're losing them, and we don't realize it. We're just letting it slip away. So I want to keep those breeds alive. I want to keep those heirloom vegetables alive. I want that to be passed on to my kids and hopefully my grandkids.
So overall, what would you say makes your business special?
I think what makes it special is one thing Mary touched on before, was that it's family oriented. And that's what we really want to concentrate on here, that it's something that's affordable and that someone can bring their family out to and just have a good time and learn and maybe take some of those practices and some of those thoughts back with them when they leave here and put into practice themselves.
I agree. It is very much our family. This is our whole life, and we're always working together on something. And so to share it with another family, to let them see, the working together and enjoying being with each other, I think that's important.
Well, it was great speaking with you guys. We had a great time here today.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Wonderful. Thank you for being in here.
It's been a great tour.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us share a little bit of our life with y'all.
Wow, that was an eye-opening experience.
I agree, Giselle. It's interesting to see how rural businesses can use modern technologies to adapt and grow.
It's great to see what businesses in South Texas have to offer.
Thank you for joining us. For Rural Ventures, I'm Kirk T. Garden.
I'm Giselle Odom.
And I'm Leilani De Leon. See you next time.